show you something that you may not have heard of, but you may be just aware of. So this gentleman also did expose his friends to the plan he had. And at the end of it, two of them stuck with him and started the project with him. And the three worked out on him and they said, this will not work. There's no way this is going to work. It can't happen. But this is 2 decades down the line, that project. That project now has not only connected the university campus, it's actually connected every single person in the world. If you are on Facebook, you are one of them. If you're on Facebook, you're one of those people who has been connected onto this project. So this is how Facebook started. Facebook started like this from a university campus, a small idea, 5 friends, 3 who worked off and 2 who stuck with it. And those 2 who stuck with it are multi-millionaires with this gentleman. This is how Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook. And this is how 2 decades down the line, he has become multi-millionaires with the friends he told about the project. So you're also warmly welcome to this presentation. Your friend has invited you. You have an opportunity to listen to what the blueprint is so you can make an informed decision at the end of this. So let me welcome those who put their names in the chat box. I'm sure if I said I was going to give $100 for everybody who put their name in here, I have many more names in the chat box. But let me pick those who have done that tonight. So Prosper, you're welcome. Prosper from Kumasi, you're warmly welcome. It's good to see you on the call. Nathaniel from Tema, it's good to see you on the call. Raphael from Accra, it's good to see you. We're invited by Prosper. Oh, nice. Prosper is happy to have you here. Elizabeth Bedu from 22, invited by Prosper. Good to see you here. I hope everybody is just stick and stay. I'll just pick a few names because I think I can see quite a number of names here, but people are shining off. I see Camp Pigeon, Sunday Field, you're welcome. Lisbeth Bedu, Emmanuel Do, Irabna, you're here. It's good to see you. You're welcome. Mr. Brett Calvin, good to see you. Infinix and iPhone. I see some phone devices have joined us too. Those behind it, you're warmly welcome. It's good to see you here. I see Reverend Bijou on the call. Sally, you came very early. It's good to see you. And you're warmly welcome to tonight's presentation. So let me just jump into it so we can get into it towards the top of the hour. We should be done with this presentation. I hope you can see my slides. And you're just going to jump into the good news your friend told you about. And I have the pleasure of doing this with you tonight. So you're warmly welcome. And as you can see on the screen, it's time to turn your dreams into reality. We're going to be talking about dreams and how easy and how possible it is for ordinary people like each and every one on the call right now to turn your dreams into reality. We have quickly gotten into an era where we live more on the digital spaces, and everybody doing something on those spaces is doing well. And everybody who is doing something with technology now is doing well. The multimillionaires of our time is people. They are people who are working with technology. And you have the same opportunity to be part of that drive, that trend that's happening across the world now. And I don't know what your dreams are. Whatever dreams you think you have, I would say go and dream again. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. It's time to dream bigger than you have ever dreamt before. Bigger than you dreamt last year. We are at the beginning of another beautiful year. January is ending. I don't know what dreams you had for the rest of the year. Whatever it is, dream bigger than that because it's about to become real. Because there are 2 trends that we are going to talk about in this conversation. You're going to hear me say GotBackup throughout this conversation. And GotBackup is here to turn dreams into reality. Is if your dream is living in your own home where you want it to be situated with everything you want in, whether it's ACs in every room, a swimming pool in front of it, TVs in which, however you want it, it's possible. If yours is traveling the world to see the beauty of creation, you are done with seeing all those beautiful YouTube, Instagram footages of Maldives, of Singapore, of just whatever it is, it's possible to live that dream and travel and see the world. What about your family? How do you want your family to be? Where do you want your children to go to school? What kind of universities do you want them to attend? What kind of schools do you want them to have? What number of children do you want to have? You shouldn't be limited by your funds because now more than ever, it's possible to make those dreams happen. The dreams you didn't have as a child, it's possible to make them happen for your children. And how are you preparing for that time when you don't have to work again? When they say it is time for you to retire, or even though you are not expired, but it's time to retire because it's 60. 60 is coming for all of us. Now, how are we preparing towards that time? We all will get there, but how are you preparing towards it? At what income level would you be stopping work? This is a vehicle you have to turn those dreams into reality, because GotBackup is here to sort out two real dreams, your digital dreams and then your financial dreams. In the subsequent slides, I'm going to get into it, and I hope you will stick and stay to the end, because as this presentation builds on, it gets more exciting. You wouldn't want to miss any part of it. So if you're ready to go with me, kindly put a ready in the chat, and then let's start the conversation right away. So my name is Dr. Hansen once again, and we're going to get into the business of the day. So what are we talking about, and who are we talking about, and what is GotBackup all about? As you can see on my screen, GotBackup is here to empower every single person, individuals, families, businesses, organizations, to achieve their dreams. Two dreams: digital and financial dreams. Our world has become increasingly more digital. We do a lot more on digital spaces than any other thing. We spend more time on our phones, on social media, we work on our phones, we send documents on our phone, and each and everyone is engaging on a platform or the other. And all of us also on this call, I believe, have some work we are doing that we put so much effort into to do. GotBackup says, just put that same work ethic, that same commitment into this project I'm going to unleash to you as we go on, to turn your dreams into reality. Because besides your financial dreams, those precious documents you have in terms of your data, your photos, videos, documents, music, whatever digital asset you have, I'm here to help you protect them, to achieve that dream of not losing it. Because if you ever lost organizational data, personal data, in terms of you lost some document that was so precious to you that, when the document was lost, it became a loss in your legacy. GotBackup is here to help you secure it. What about your family's dreams? All those photos and videos of your children growing up, the trips you've had, the times you've had, all those memories you are creating. GotBackup says is helping you to protect those dreams whilst helping you achieve one other dream, your financial dreams. GotBackup is a secure cloud storage space. It offers you cloud storage at unbeatable, unbelievable prices, and one unique opportunity to partake in a lucrative strategic partnership project. It's your ultra secure cloud storage space. It's more than a cloud storage space, and GotBackup is here for everybody who has a mobile device, a laptop, to secure not only your digital assets, but also be part of something that is huge and is taking over the world. It's here to make security simple. That's what GotBackup's aim is, make security simple. But you want to know who is behind GotBackup. So GotBackup was developed and is owned by a multi-million-dollar software development and internet marketing company called Global Virtual Opportunities. Global Virtual Opportunities is almost 3 decades old. They've been in the business of building servers, online solutions, online marketing solutions for well over almost 3 decades now. In 1997, when they started in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada, at that time, data storage was something that was of organizational level. So I say organizations were the ones who were into data storage. So you know of a company who has a server in their office and they store their office documents onto it. GotBackup was then building servers, and they are still building servers for people to store their data. But then somewhere along the line, the data storage migrated and changed to cloud storage. Previously we used to store on diskettes. Then we came to CDs and DVDs. Then the pen drives came. Then the pen drives, as we grew from the smallest bitage, I think the smallest I saw was at 128 or so. And the biggest I got to see was a 64 gigabytes pen drive. Then external hard drive. So data storage moved from organization to now individuals, because everybody had some data that they were either putting on the pen drive or an external hard drive to store. But then data storage has now evolved once again to become cloud storage. The future of data storage in the world now is cloud storage. So 2023, Global Virtual Opportunities birthed GotBackup. GotBackup is a cloud storage service that is for storing your digital assets, your photos, your videos, your documents. So the organization is 28 plus years old, and it's now seated on a 10,000 square feet data center in Texas, USA. You can see the physical structure out there, and I'm going to, over the period, give you a tour of what happens inside the data center of GotBackup. They own fully this 10,000 square feet data center, and they provide solutions to make security simple for everybody now using GotBackup, which is barely 2 years old, the newest baby, the newest cloud storage service in the industry now. Who are those behind it? GotBackup is not backed by people who don't know the industry. The CEO himself, Mr. Joe Theory, and his wife, Eugenia Antonova, are technical people behind this organization. They are supported by people with expertise, with the know-how, with every technical skill they need to build a cloud storage service and maintain it. I've really had the privilege of knowing that people from other services have coming to GotBackup because of the unique service GotBackup is offering. We had the privilege of hosting the CEO and his wife in Ghana here last November. And in fact, we filled out an 800-seater capacity room, and it was overflowing. So this project had already taken off as of last year, and it was a mega event. For them to come to Ghana, something big was happening in Ghana, and you have the privilege of hearing it once again on this call. So stick and stay, it gets more exciting as we go on. The technical team, well, front-end software engineers, technical engineers, analysts, all sorts of people with the expertise to do this. So there are no small people sitting out there. Mostly when you hear of online things, online projects, people think it's being run by some people seated in some small corner doing their own thing. But these are real people with their expertise. It also has a board of directors on it. The board is, and I think it's an 8-member board. And as you can see, there is a Ghanaian, a Black African Ghanaian seated on the board of this organization. His name is Dr. Kweku Ohene Asare. Dr. Asare is a professor in 4 universities in the world, 2 in the UK, 1 in South Africa, and 1 in Ghana here, University of Ghana Business School, where I had the privilege of sitting under his tutelage. He's into cloud computing, data analytics, machine learning. He's a business analyst, and on this board, each person has an expertise to make this project and this service work. And he not only sits there, he's one of the advisory people on this project. This gives me surety because people want to know who is on the board, because projects come again and you don't know who are those behind it. And it's somebody who told somebody. But here we have a Ghanaian with the expertise actually sitting on the board of GotBackup. GotBackup has a physical location. I showed you the photo previously. You could actually take a screenshot of this in case you want to be sure that they really exist. This is a snapshot from Google Earth, and it shows the GotBackup physical structure where it sits in Texas, USA. I'm going to pause and show you a video where the CEO gives a tour of what happens inside GotBackup's offices. Mostly when we speak cloud service, data storage in the cloud, it doesn't mean your things are hanging in the skies. It's a whole solid infrastructure. And today you have the privilege of seeing what happens inside the data center of a cloud storage service. This is a multi-million-dollar, fully owned cloud storage service, from GotBackup's Global Virtual Opportunities. So I'm going to pause and then show you the video, and then we come back and show you what GotBackup is offering that is beating every single one, every single one of the competitors in the industry today. So kindly give me a minute. I'll be back on the slides very soon. Let me show you what happens inside GotBackup's data center. Okay, so just a few minutes. We'll be back right after this. Enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect of security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
Welcome to the digital age, where...
Not yet. We'll come back to this video. So that was the tour of the data center of GotBackup. That's what happens inside the data center. So that's how secure your data is. And that was the CEO giving you that tour. So let's box on. What are we talking about, and why are we even having this conversation about cloud storage? I'm sure you may be aware, but if you're not, it's getting even more tighter. Our world is more interconnected and getting more interconnected by the day by day. And the more interconnected we get, all this is happening on virtual spaces, and we are generating, whilst interacting on the virtual spaces, millions and trillions of terabytes of data every single day. Data in terms of photos, videos, documents. I mean, you take pictures, you send pictures, you take videos, you create documents, and you share we all share amongst each other on virtual spaces. I think we don't even use the pen drive as much nowadays because everything is just being moved on those spaces. We generate approximately 402 million terabytes of data, 402 million terabytes of data every single day. A terabyte of data is about 1,000 gigabytes of data. That's almost billions of data that we generate every day, where on all these social media platforms that we interact with, on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp. I believe today you receive some photos, you send some photos. Many of us are having school online, receiving lectures online. These lectures are being recorded, videos are created, documents are shared, lectures are shared, examinations are happening. Everything is happening on virtual spaces. Banking is online, schooling is online, and church is online. Everything, shopping, everything is generating data. And all of this data is being generated from these devices. And there's so much demand for the storage of the data we are generating. The conversation about AI sits around data storage. Data that we generate is stored and it is processed, and that's how AI is able to use it to make life easy for us. So data storage sits right in the middle of AI. And data storage has boundless opportunities. For all this data that we are generating, there are just about 20 or so organizations that store data. Global Virtual Opportunities is one of them. GotBackup is the unique and the newest kid on the block. It's offering something for data storage that the others are not offering. And GotBackup is becoming the newest, should I say, the peace of mind for data storage. So data has become like the new oil. There are boundless opportunities there. GotBackup gives you the only unique opportunity to partner that space. And I'm going to get into it as we go on. It leverages on two massive global trends. The first one, there are over 15 billion smartphones in the world. Over 15 billion. And even this 15 billion was about 4 years ago. Last year, the projection was 18 billion smartphones. Kindly help me. How many smartphones do you have? You can put that in the chat for me. Since I started talking about data storage the past few years, the average Ghanaian has 2 smartphones. So I have 2 phones. I don't know how many you have. There are about 15 billion smartphones in the world. The population of the world is just about 8 billion. The devices are more than the human beings on the world, because we have, in addition to our phones, we have laptops and we have tablets, and we are using all of these devices to generate data, videos, photos, documents, music. A whole church service can be recorded on a phone. A whole wedding, a whole party. Everything is done on the phone. You don't need big cameras anymore. So there's so much demand for the smartphones, especially those that have a little bit more spec. So for everything that there's a high demand and a growth market like it is for the cell phone, financial success is attached to it. Key example was face masks when we had COVID. There was demand, there was a growth market. So anybody who did something related to it had some financial success. The same thing is happening to the smartphone. So in this era, you can't have a phone and not be making money from it. It is not right to have a phone in our era and not be making money with your phone. In addition to that, we use our phones literally for everything about our lives and livelihoods. On the screen are some stats that were gathered over the years about cell phone usage. I'm sure you see yourself falling in more than 1 or 2 of the categories on the screen. Just help me with this. How many of us use our phones as an alarm clock? Perhaps you can put a 1 in the chat for me. I use my phone as an alarm clock. It wakes me up. It schedules my day. And I mean, many of us do too. Many of us will feel uneasy today if we got to work and realized we didn't have our phones with us. How would you feel if you got to work today and your phone was not with you? How would your day be? We've all become that addicted to our phones. It's so addicting that the first thing you pick within a few minutes of waking up from bed is your phone. And I'm sure tonight, the last thing you drop before you sleep once again is the same device. It has become something we cannot live without. Now you can actually go to town without your wallet. But if you go to town without your phone, you may not have a good time out of town. So we are using it to generate so much data, but the phone is so delicate now. It's so delicate and more sophisticated. The reason why the first thing you buy after you buy your phone is a screen case or plus a screen protector. You don't want anything to happen to the outside of your phone. What about the inside? How are we protecting the inside of our phone? Because the things we put inside our phone, those precious memories, those precious files, that data is actually being lost at about the same rate at which we are creating them. Data loss is being lost at about the same rate, and it's mostly an accident when it comes to the smartphone devices. About 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their phones and lost their data. Nobody starts their day that today my phone is going to spoil, I'm going to spoil my phone. No, it's mostly an accident, a slip, a trip, a spill, and your phone is damaged. About 5,700 screens are cracked every hour somewhere in the world. I'm sure you have some mini micro screen cracks on your screen too. It may take one major crack and then that will be it. You may not get your things on the phone back. Also, people are losing their devices. People's laptops and phones are being stolen every 43 seconds somewhere in the world. Besides these, you may have seen some of the notifications on the screen there. Memory full. When it happens to you, you have two options. Either you delete precious memories you do not want to really touch, or you upgrade. You purchase and store on. Which service are you going to purchase? So there's so much demand for digital storage because now it's not enough to have a sophisticated device without a backup. It's not enough to have a 1 terabyte size iPhone with all the specs without a backup because you could lose that data. How are you protecting the things that you're putting onto your devices? So people are looking for solutions. Many people with devices, laptops, tablets are looking for solutions that no matter what happens to your device, your information should be safe. What if you could have that peace of mind that no matter what happens to your device, the information on it is safe? Because you can always purchase a new phone, a new laptop, but you might not get the information back if you have not securely backed it up. That is where GotBackup comes in to give you a very secure space and peace of mind for your data storage. They are not the only players in this space. There are some already, perhaps you're familiar with some of them. iCloud for iPhone users. I mean, iCloud does not work on any other device. If you're not an Apple, you can't use it. The Android people, your system, Google Drive. And there's Dropbox, and there's also these other ones. There are less than 20 players in the world. Billions of people are already paying to store their things on cloud storage service. But guess what? They are switching to use GotBackup. People are switching to use GotBackup. I switched to use GotBackup. I have 2 iPhones and a Windows laptop. I switched to use GotBackup because GotBackup is offering something that beats what the competitors are already offering. And we are going to talk about what GotBackup is offering that is beating them all. So when we have to switch to a service that we are already using, that something is going to be better than it, mostly we want to compare as adults prices. And when it comes to data storage, the security. But let me take it a step lower, because when it comes to data storage, cloud storage is an annual subscription service, it's a internet-based, subscription-based service. That's what I meant to say. And it's mostly monthly or annual subscriptions. Annual subscriptions are mostly better, of course, it gives you a better deal. Monthly subscriptions, you'll be paying small, but at the end of the year, you'd have paid more than the annual subscription. Annual subscription gives better deals. So let's compare annual subscription for annual subscriptions. And let me tell you that our competitors on annual subscription offer you a 2 terabyte size cloud space. iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive do an annual subscription of 2 TB. GotBackup, that's an annual subscription of 3 times 2 terabytes. That is 6 terabytes of space. So already on annual subscription, GotBackup beats our competitors with the size. But to be fair, since our competitors also offer a 6 terabyte space, let's use that to compare, and then we check out prices and what else comes with it. Because for 6 terabytes of space with iCloud, it's about $419. Dropbox, that's a 6 TB for almost $359. Google Drive, that's it at $302 US. GotBackup, that's it at $99.97, approximately $100 per annum. $100 per annum for the same amount of space that our competitors offer. 6 users. If it's too big for you as an individual, you can share it with 5 other people. Each of them will get their own password and their own username. You don't have any business with their data that they stored on the cloud. You can share the space with 5 other people at $100 per annum. So GotBackup is 3 times the space, 4 times cheaper than iCloud, and 3 times cheaper than Dropbox and Google Drive. But then there's more, because mostly when you hear something is a little cheaper than you are expecting, you want to know maybe they've done something fishy, something must be behind it. But let me get into the security GotBackup has, because that's what you'll be worried about. Are your stuff even secure? Yes, if you watch the video, the CEO show, they use the same security as Amazon, Google, Microsoft. So if you're using any of the cloud storage services, if you're on iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, you don't have any problems with GotBackup because GotBackup uses the same level of security, the advanced encryption standard, the 256-bit military grade encryption security. This is the highest level of security you get for data storage. It's called the military grade because that's the level of security the US military uses to store their data. So it's not $100 per annum because they compromise security. The security is just like it is for the others that you used to. But then there's still more because GoBackup works on multiple operating systems. It works on an iPhone, it works on an Android device, it works on a Windows device, it works on a MacBook. So whichever device you use, you can back up your things securely on GoBackup's cloud storage space. I, for instance, have an iPhone, 2 iPhones. There's no way I could have backed up my Windows laptop onto my iCloud. I don't like MacBook. I prefer Windows laptop. So I prefer a Windows laptop. There's no way I could have backed up my laptop onto that cloud. And I didn't trust an external hard drive because I've lost 2 already. And cloud storage has become the new space for storing data. So GoBackup gave me that peace of mind of backing up my Windows laptop and my 2 iPhones onto one cloud space. And the amazing thing GoBackup does in addition when it comes to your laptop is something that our competitors don't even have. Because GoBackup backs up to the C drive of your machine. It literally clones the operating system of your machine. So if your machine should crack or it should be get some spillage within an hour of you doing a certain work you are working on, your data, once it's linked to the GoBackup cloud, your data is secure on the cloud. Because on laptops, it does hourly incremental backups. So long as you are working and you're connected to internet, your information, whatever you're adding on to the information and the documents, anything you're working on the PC is backed up every single hour. The system just does a scan and backs up any new thing that has come onto your device. This doesn't happen on the other cloud storage services. They just back up particular folders. GoBackup clones your laptop and gives you that peace of mind. So it works on laptops, it works on iPads, it works on mobile devices. And once you've done the initial backup, you literally have to set it and forget about it because it will continually back up everything you need onto the cloud. It has some advanced plugins I have not seen, even on Microsoft Word. GotBackup has speech to type. So on cloud, if you have a Word document that you need to edit, work on, you can literally speak to the document to type for you. It has the inbuilt AI system. So if you have a document you need to review and you don't have the time to sit and read it, just get the AI system to read it back to you. It will just literally do that for you. It has some other plugins, co-editing. If you have to work on a document that needs to be edited with another person somewhere else in the world, not with you, or even if in the same office, you can share a link and both of you can edit real time. This happens live. He doesn't have to read it at a point in time and send it to you, and then you also read and edit. These are plugins that I have not seen, and these are things that have been added to make you even more efficient whilst you do your work in this digital era we find ourselves. And the military grade encryption has spoken about it. They owning their 10,000 square feet data center has spoken about it. These are just functionalities to make the service even more than just a cloud storage service. And this is just unbeatable value for money because it's just $100 per annum for all of this. But then there's still more. I've summarized this already partly. The fact that currently in the industry of data storage, our competitors are doing 2 TB for one account and one operating system, and GotBackup is doing 6 terabytes, 3 times the space, 5 more accounts, 6 accounts, and it works on multiple operating systems. It also has this inbuilt email system for you. You can send up to 20,000 emails with a click of a button. And you can personalize the emails and automate the emails. So if you are a school or an organization who consistently sends emails to your customers, to your teachers, to your partners, to PTA, you can just load the emails into the system. And then the algorithm, using the algorithm that has been put in the system, personalize the email so that each person receives their emails in their names. And you can automate it. For instance, you want to send happy birthday to everybody you've interacted with on your mailing list. Just set it to 14th of February, 7 a.m., whichever time you want to do it. the emails will go for you. You don't have to do it when it's almost time for or the day before. And these are all in part of the package GotBackup gives to you at $99 per annum for cloud service. This is $0 per annum. It doesn't charge you for this because they're already offering these services online for organizations before even GotBackup was built. And you have access to also use the same. GotBackup is PCI compliant. I bet you saw it that also in the video. Payment card industry compliant. So how you purchase things online with credit card or with ATM with cards, they have the security to keep your cards safe. They're the only organization also that gives you a 30-day money back guarantee. GotBackup says, if you use my service for 30 days and you don't like it, just let me know. I'll refund your money back to you. People have come in here. The peace of mind GotBackup gives, many people don't go back. I have not met anyone who has gone back on the service because it's unbeatable value for money. The peace of mind I've had on GotBackup, I'm not afraid to take more photos. I'm not afraid to delete more photos. If last December you had to delete precious memories to create more memories, GotBackup gives you more peace of mind than that because this is their mantra. You should never, ever, ever have to delete your photos and videos ever again. The space is big. It works on every device you may have. And over 98% of the work is done for you too. So you don't need to go organize your photos into years and months. The system will do it as it uploads it. If it's an Android and an iPhone you just have an Android folder and an iPhone folder in there. Each of the photos are organized into the years are organized into the months. If you get to the detail, even the time of the day they were taken and the date are all just like it is. You don't have to do that by yourself. 98% of the work is already done for you. And GotBackup is taking over the world, one country at a time. What do I mean by that? I'll come back to this slide. You're currently in 164 countries in the world in just a little over 2 years. I mean, coming April, GotBackup will be 3 years old. Just before 3 years, under 3 years, this organization is already in 164 countries across the world. The world is made up of 195 countries. For a product, a service, a project to run that fast, then there was already demand waiting for it. People were looking for a service that will give them this much peace of mind, this much space, this much flexibility in storing data, and GotBackup just came in time, and most countries have jumped onto it. Ghana got onto the project as country number 82. Barely 3 months after the project was launched. That's when Dr. Ahinya Sari was informed about the project that was starting, and he took the step to start the project. And that's how Ghana got onto the project with GotBackup. And that was 3 months in. And you think 3 months in, Ghana should come in as maybe country number 20, 30, 40? No. 81 countries had taken the lead ahead of us, and we came in as country number 82. I'll appreciate 2 of my top leaders on this project, Mr. and Mrs. Bet, who opened Liberia and Senegal, and they are still opening up more African countries to this project. You guys are rock stars. Keep going with this project and keep impacting many more people. But there's still more on this project because GotBackup, besides the cloud storage service, besides the peace of mind it's giving you for all your devices, it gives you tools to be visible on virtual spaces. So if you are a businessman, or if you're even not a businessman, or you are someone on social media impacting, influencing, and you need tools that will help you to be more efficient in your outreach and more efficient in your exposure, GotBackup already has tools. On its Pro Pack, there are 5 tools GotBackup offers. And VDubar, testimonial generator, memory place, and the Send Shack, and the funnel generator. I'll speak about just 2 of them, so we can get ahead into the more juicy parts of the conversation. GotBackup Pro is something you can't do without. Like if you have a business, or you are offering a service or offering a product, and you are not on social media yet, you are missing out. I mean, now more than ever, everybody is on social media. We buy things more on reviews, and we go on social media to find those reviews. So how will people find you? These are tools that help you to be visible, especially the testimonial generator. So if you are someone who is, let me say, I keep using my friend who bakes cake. So she makes the best chocolate cake and orange cakes I've ever had. But it's only those of us who know about her and those of us who have tasted her cake who talk about and know about the cake. So how does any other person get to know about her if she starts a social media page, which she has started? Testimonial generator. Everybody who interacts with you and has enjoyed your service, you get to create a link to share with them. They give a testimonial of what the experience was with you, and then you get to post that on your social media handle. So anybody who comes there doesn't need to ask you many questions. Your customers speak for you. Perhaps you're a school, you're churning out very excellent results in your BEC. Parents like the experience that their children are having. Parents are enjoying the output you're putting in their children, but nobody else knows about it. It's just the school's website that exists. What about getting your parents to talk for you? It may get even more people to come ask about your school and get more people to even sign up onto register to be students of your school. That's how the testimonial generator. You can just imagine how many ways you can use it. That's the testimonial generator. And then the memory place. Memory place helps you to create an album. Most times if you have an event and you take photos, most people take photos with their phones and documents. And if you are not lucky, you're on a platform where you're minding your own business, at the end of the day, many photos will be posted on the platform and it just loads up the platform. These are the photos that eventually fill your phone. GotBackup's memory place allows you to create a virtual album for any event at all. Like my school has an old school, we have speech day coming up and there are going to be multiple photos taken by multiple devices and everybody wants to know about the photos. So this helps you to create a virtual platform. Everybody who's at your event takes a photo, uploads it to the same space, and everybody who does participate in uploading photos get to see this virtual album and they get to download the photos they want, not the photos they do not want. Because when it's on the platform, you cannot choose. You just have to download before you know. But on that space, you see everything, download what you want, and that creates a very big album. And these are tools that lead into your GotBackup project, which I'll talk about very soon. But these are things that are solutions to problems that people are already facing. And memory place is one of the biggest things that event organizers, photographers, anybody who does an event would benefit from. But I'll just talk about those two, and these are additional tools on the GotBackup Pro. How much is this going for? Individually, it's worth more than $2,000 if you should purchase them one by one. And actually, if you even put it beside other products that are similar to this, it's even more than that. But GotBackup puts all this together at a $500 one-time setup fee for anybody who wants these tools as a pro. But as a GotBackup member, I think after the launch, we had a waiver that is just hanging on a small window and may close at any point in time. A waiver that GotBackup scraps this $500 off and allows you to just do the annual subscription of $200 a year for all of this. So no longer $2,000, no longer $500, you just do $200 a year to get all these tools to help you to be more productive and more impactful on social media platforms. This is just unbeatable value and additional service that GotBackup is offering. But there is still more. Beyond all of this, GotBackup leverages on something that just beats my mind. And I'll just play a video before I jump into that part, because that is where your dreams start turning into reality. So if any of this has excited you so far, just hold on. After this video, I'm going to show you how, in addition to enjoying the service, you get to be part of something that is big, so big, your dreams would definitely come to reality. Please give me a minute. I'll play this video and then I'll play it twice, just so you can pick every single word in there and not miss anything out, so that the next conversation gets a little smoother. So here we go.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together. Welcome to the digital age.
I'm going over it again. Just listen to every single word that comes out.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Cloud storage is the new oil of our time. And there we go. Right, good. Sorry, I'm trying to get a slide right. Right. So like the video said, every click, every transaction is fueling a new digital economy. We are all part of this digital economy. The thing is, are you just going to be a partaker or you're going to be a partner of this digital economy? Because data has become the new oil. Data has become the new oil. And I know you started this year with some dreams of doing more. In fact, you actually prayed God to show you a way to do more, to earn more, to expand your dreams, to make some passive income, some residual income, side hustle, whatever you call it, because there's more impact you're supposed to make with your life. GotBackup welcomes you to be part of a strategic partnership program. I did start the conversation and saying that you can't have a phone in this time and not make income with it. Oh, but then let me get this disclaimer out. This part is not compulsory. It's not compulsory. I mean, perhaps you just want the service, but if you're someone who wants more and you want to do more and you want to become more so you can impact more, then take a look at this. Because the way we work now has changed. Work in our days is not just the 9 to 5 like our parents did. The internet, the phone, the mobile devices has changed how work is done in our time. That's why you can't have a phone and not make income from it, because now the multimillionaires in our time are all in technology. That's why you can see young people have become multimillionaires. The economy of our time is about leverages and strategic partnerships. Either leverage or partner something that is big. And I'd like you to type that in the chat. I know my team members know this was coming. And I won't stop saying it because a slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. We have the chance to be part of is to take a piece of a slice of something really huge. I'm going to prove to you in the next slide. Because GotBackup has a system that allows you to strategically partner this industry in this technological world we find ourselves in. Can you pay attention to the graph on the screen, okay? These are statistics, and these are money, and the stats are wild. I've been tracking AI and technology for some time now. I was recently in another training, and the numbers that are coming, the income that is coming, the amount that is being generated in this space is crazy wild. And we can't just be observers, be witnesses, and not be part of this. For instance, last year, 2 years ago, projections was made for cloud storage, which is $1 billion industry to start with, for the year 2025. The trend was predictable. I mean, it was so predictable that it was said that for this last year, 2025, the industry was going to generate about 165 billion USD, $165 billion for the year 2025. But before the year ended, last year, quarter three, they had to redo the stats because they had exceeded that trend. And the projection, as you can see on the screen, was that at the end of 2025, cloud storage would have generated over $400 billion. This was in quarter three. The year did end, and guess what? Cloud storage generated $766 billion from devices, from people storing their devices globally. But it doesn't end there, because in the next 10 years, the projection is heading to $3.5 trillion. That's the kind of industry you should want to work, partner, and leverage. Because I don't see the mobile phones going anywhere. I don't see us taking less photos, generating less content, and everything we do on these spaces must be stored. That's why the millionaires of our time are all in technology. In fact, the Forbes for the last year, 8 out of the 10 millionaires that came up on the Forbes are all in technology. The reason why Elon Musk will not just do Tesla, but go for X is because of these stats. They know it. But you and I cannot go build a cloud storage service and also get into the industry because it costs billions of dollars. I told you GotBackup has a multi-million-dollar data center. We can't afford to do that. But GotBackup gives us a chance to partner this. It gives us a hand to leverage this trend. And I'm going to get you into how you can be part of this trend because, guys, a slice of something this big is worth more than all of something small. I don't know the industry you work in, but no matter what you're doing, you do something on your phone. And this is something you should leverage and partner. And let me show you how you start something with a small income, a small price. Yes, the value of what you get from it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. A slice of something big, truly, is worth more than all of something small. In this space of digital storage, where all these billions are being generated, GotBackup is the only cloud storage service that pays you. It's the only cloud storage service that pays you using a very simple system. I'm going to break it down for you. GotBackup is on the mission to reach the world with this service. I'm sure until this call, you also thought it was only Google Drive and iCloud and Dropbox that existed for cloud storage. There is also GotBackup, which gives you bigger space and even much more flexibility. And to add to it, gives you a chance to be part of a strategic partnership project, leveraging a multi-billion-dollar industry. So GotBackup is on the mission to reach the world with their service. They want people to know about their service. So it has a strategic partnership project attached to it. How do you get started? You purchase the service of GotBackup and as $99.97 per annum. Back up everything you have, every phone, every device, every tablet, make sure your digital assets are safe. You secure your digital dreams. And with an extra $20 coming to $199.97, approximately $120 per annum, be part of the strategic partnership project. And I'm going to describe how $120 transcends to $500 a week, $400 a week, $1,000 a month. In fact, $10,000 in a month, because people in Ghana are already earning about that on this strategic partnership project, which is barely 2 years old. And let me show you how GotBackup pays you. GotBackup pays you in 7 simple, phenomenal ways. The company is out to give 75% of its profits every month to its strategic partners all over the world. Strategic partners in all these 164 countries. I'm going to speak about 2 of the ways GotBackup pays you, and then we'll get into the conversation thereafter. So how does GotBackup pay you? GotBackup says, if you get your loved ones, your friends, to use my service, bonus number 1, customer acquisition bonus. This one blows my mind. I'm going to pay you 50% of that subscription fee. What does that mean? For each person you recommend to use GotBackup, GotBackup gives you $50. This has no cap. Whether you do 10 in a day, 20 in a week, 100 in a month. GotBackup for each of them is going to give you $50. Now you see how $120 can be $100 in a day. It can be $200 in 72 hours, can be $500 in a week. If you decide to get a friend to use GotBackup every single day of the month, that is 50 times 30. That's $1,500 for that month. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. And this is just one of the incomes. A project you start with a price of $120 gives you unbeatable value in 4 digits, 5 digits in US dollars. And if you live in my country here where you can leverage on an exchange rate, I don't know where you're also calling from, you're dialing in from. I bet this is good income and this could start turning your dreams into reality. And that's just one of the ways you can earn with GotBackup, customer acquisition bonus. But this is just on the family pack. GotBackup has an enterprise solution pack also, where it gives 20 terabytes of data for organizations who need more than the 6, and you can share that space into 20 separate accounts. And that is how much I still think is the cheapest 20 terabytes you can get on the market, because the annual subscription for this is just about $600. I have a friend who has multiple organizations and they are paying $400 a month to store less than 20 terabytes of data. GotBackup 20 terabytes of data is $600 per annum. And for that, GotBackup gives you 25% of that subscription fee as your bonus. 25% of $600 is about $150. So once on this project as a strategic partner, you could be earning $50, $150, and multiples of them, depending on how you work on this project. On the Pro Pack, it has a different package that is about $200 per person you get on the GotBackup Pro Pack, the one I spoke about. So this is just customer acquisition bonus. So ask yourself, how many friends can I tell about GotBackup before end of this month, before end of next month, and just do the multiplication. And you can see how this strategic partnership can actually turn your dreams into reality. This is just one of the bonuses GotBackup is offering. But then there are others. These are team bonuses. These are bonuses that are not based on your effort alone. It's based on the effort of the entire organization all over the world. Some people you may know, some people you may not know. And on this industry, and in this industry, GotBackup uses precious metals to appreciate work. This is not an investment. You don't come and drop money here, go to bed, and expect that it will do some magic for you. This is a project. It's a business you work at. And here, effort is rewarded. Unlike our traditional jobs where no matter what we do, the contract you sign is what you're going to be paid, which is if it's 5,000 Ghana cedis a month, that's it throughout the year. In fact, some of us can predict all the way up to December and the increments that can come onto it. But here, effort is rewarded. If you do more, you earn more. If you do it, you earn more. But I mean, if you're here to do this well, be a strategic partner, I bet you want to do more, because as you go up the ranks on this project, you are entitled to additional bonuses, as you can see on the screen. So you can go all the way from copper to the black diamond, and as you go up, your effort is rewarded. Most times in our jobs, we don't even know at which point in time the promotion is coming, even if you've even gone to do some top-up courses. But here, in a day, you could just go up from start to gold, depend on how you work. One of our team members in 43 days just started and jumped and raised the project in 43 days to diamond. He made over $7,000 in 43 days. That is how big this project rewards. But I'm going to speak about the cycle match bonuses. Like I said in the beginning, GotBackup gives 75% of its profit as bonuses to its partners. On the cycle match bonus, what does that mean? Do you get to earn on partners that you bring onto the project who are also working on it with you? Yes, you get to do that. If your friends are also working the project with you, you get to leverage some commissions from them. And I'm speaking on cycle match because that's where the cycle match bonuses starts, from the rank of Sapphire. And even before Sapphire, you are entitled to tier 1 as a copper tier 1 cycle bonuses, as a gold, platinum tier 2, and some other bonuses. But as Sapphire, you start getting entitled to even much more bonuses. So let's talk about the cycle match bonus. So let me assume you're on this project. You have recommended the service to about say 10 friends of yours, and it's taking you, or depending on how you work on this project, let's say it's taking you about, say, 3 months to become a sapphire on this project. Some people have done it in a shorter time, by the way, but depending on how you work this, 3 months you become a sapphire on this project, just for example, and you've recommended about 20 friends to this project. I'm going to use 10 of your friends to explain how the cycle match bonus works, because that blows my mind. So let's use 10 of your friends, assuming each of them is earning about $1,000 each, say in this particular month of January, and you get to leverage 25% on each of them. I mean, some may be earning more, 2,000, some will be doing 500, some will be doing 200, but you get to leverage 25% on each person's earning. So let's say 25% of $1,000, the example I gave, that's like 250 US for each of them times 10. That becomes 2,500 US dollars coming to you as cycle bonus for that particular month where that earnings were made. So let's use that same month, assuming you were an emerald or a ruby on the project. You leverage 50% on them. 50% of $1,000 becomes $500. 500 times 10, $5,000. Same 10, bigger percentage, bigger earnings. But all of this is capped. You can see there's a cap on it on the side. You can't leverage more than 2,000 on each person, which is actually very good income. But it gets more exciting. In the diamonds, you start to leverage 100% of whatever your team members are earning. So if 100% of $1,000, so 1,000 times 10, that's $10,000. I'd like you to just take a quick pause, okay? Just take a quick pause and just let's reflect over this. I don't know which industry you work in. I don't know how much earnings you are making. Just make a projection into 5 years of your working life ahead. Then by the year 2030, if you could be earning $20,000 a month, $40,000 a month, how would that change your life? How would that change your family's life? How would that change your community? How would that change your church? How would that change the quality of the impact of you're going to make on the lives of those who are harm to you? There's one of the, I can't remember the quote well, one of my favorite quotes. It said, life is too big to be all about you. Like your life is not only about you. Your success is somebody's success. Somebody's waiting for you to make it so they can make it. Somebody somewhere is waiting for you to just earn some income so they can make it. Would this change anything in your life? If this would, I'll say take a look at this strategic partnership program, because I cannot see the mobile phones, the mobile device, the cloud storage industry going anywhere. If there's any project I can't see an end to, this is one of them, because the smartphones are going nowhere. Data is just expanding exponentially. The demand for storage is huge. Of all the providers in the industry, GotBackup is the only one that gives you a chance to be a strategic partner and take a slice of this big pie. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. And I think this is where you thank the person who invited you to this call. Because once again, you've had a chance to sit at the table to hear about the start of something that is huge. Now you have a decision to make. How to go out the ranks is predictable. I mean, if people in the US are making thousands of dollars, you have the same opportunity to make the same amount. We don't tend to get opportunities like this early. Technology is growing across the world, big, but most times Africa gets on it too late. For the first time, we are starting a project like this with the rest of the world. So don't just be a witness to this, be a partaker of this and take a bold step in strategically partner GotBackup. You get supported in every way. You get your own personal referral link. You don't get to work through any other person. The organization deals with you directly. You get your own personal landing page. It's actually made for you. Your own website with everything you need to work is made for you. The email system, you have access to it. Online trainings, presentations, you have access to it. You don't need to know and learn all of this that I've poured onto you. There are people who are trained to do this for you. Your job, just start the project and tell every loved one in your life, anybody you care about, that they should just come take a look at a strategic project that you've partnered. And we'll do this explanation for you as you also learn and build yourself in the knowledge thereof. Training and support, how to do this. Perhaps all you have is the dream and the vision. You can see where this is going, but you don't know how to do it. You think, oh, I don't have people. I don't know how to talk. Just start it. whatever you need, whatever training support you need, it will be given to you to do this and do this well. This organization is poised to grow across the world. So they provide support and training to everybody, every strategic partner they have on the project. Personal development, community networks, unbeatable, unbelievable. The kind of growth you would have when you partner this project is unbelievable. It's more than just the cloud service and the income. It's a whole community of mindset, of growth, of leadership, of the things that the people winning in the world are doing. That you wonder how they are doing it. You are taught on this project. Because you can't be on this project and not grow. And the networks you make, the people I have met, the people, the protocols we have broken just because of the people we've met on this project is mind-blowing. So if you are looking for growth beyond your certificates, like you want to know what the winners and leaders are doing, then this is a community you should definitely be part of. Because beyond making money and securing your income, you're going to learn how to grow, how to personally develop yourself and bring your goodies out. So this is a service everybody needs. Everybody with a mobile phone needs to back up their data. You can't have a phone and not have a backup. People don't know about this yet. You have the privilege of hearing about this, not only as a service, but also a project that turns your dreams into reality. I told you from the beginning, if your dreams are they don't scare you, go and dream again, because this is where your dreams can turn into reality. This could be you on a Monday morning, not rushing to work, actually having time, quality time with your family. We all know we cannot rely on one income stream alone. Your income table cannot be one-legged. In fact, one of my virtual mentors said, even in the Garden of Eden, God fed the garden with 4 rivers. You need 4 sources of income minimum to live that beautiful quality life. It's just one is not enough. Life is full of uncertainties. Dark times hit at any time. How are you preparing for that time? Self-employment is the game now, and those doing that are winning. Now is the best time to partner something that is huge, develop yourself, and build big connections. So I'm going to pause here and thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, you can actually put it in the chat. I will take the questions and help you get more clear. And whilst I wait for that, let me pause my recording and show you some incomes that are coming in on this project for some of our partners. Let me just pause this and then I'll show you that. Give me a minute, please.